So here's a little video to just expose to you the difference between the average football fan and the average fan of Formula One. Now, surely the average fan of Formula One is so much more intelligent because Formula One is this highly complex technical sport. And obviously all of the fans know that and therefore understand that. They've got the great brain capacity to understand that. So let's just play you through this example of what the average football fan will understand. Now, it's taken from a different part of the world, a part of the world where many of you will be conditioned to be wary of. So I'm going to remove the commentary. Just focus on the action rather than anything else. Here we go. So we've got this team in the yellow that's attacking. Ball played through. Oof. It's a dodgy collision, that is. Oh, and what's the striker done? Striker there, rather than take a shot at goal, he's put the ball out of play so the injury can be dealt with. There's a safety concern there, and so he's put the ball out of play. The sport stops so that the safety incident can be dealt with. Okay, now if you can see the guy wearing the black there, the referee, he'd actually played on. He'd seen that as a 50-50 challenge, and so we've not got VAR in this match. So effectively, had that striker in the yellow that put the ball out of play, had he chosen to play a shot at goal and scored, it would have stood as a goal, because it's only now that the referee's blown his whistle for that goalkeeper to get attention. We'll play that through again. So it was an excellent display of sportsmanship from the guy in the yellow, a man with integrity there. Funny that, isn't it? Because I didn't think that existed in certain parts of the world. Oof, nasty collision. Okay, could take the shot. Sees a man in peril, puts the ball out of play. Okay, so with the ball out of play, the average football fan will know that in order to start play again, it's going to be a throw in. The red team will throw the ball in from the side of the pitch. Now, what tends to happen as part of sportsmanship is the red team will return the ball to the yellow team. That they don't have to do that, but it's just a display of sportsmanship that is what they do. Okay, the yellow team gave up their opportunity for the safety of a human being, okay, so that a human being could be attended to. So the red team will return them the ball, and it's likely the ball will return all the way back to the yellow team's goalkeeper, for example. That's conventional. We've all seen that time and time again, so we know what the situation is. Having got to that stage, because that ball got played out, because the referee hadn't deemed that to be a foul, that is the way the game will be restarted. Now, had that have been, let's go through some potential scenarios. If, for example, that injured goalkeeper now turns out he's okay, turns out he's fine. After a bit of treatment, he gets up. The ball boy behind the goal just lobs in the ball, right? And then the goalkeeper holds on to that ball, runs to the edge of his box, hoofs it up the pitch, and the red striker runs in and scores a goal. Okay? Is that a valid restart to the game? No is the answer. No. Okay? Would the crowd and the commentators and all the strap-on fanboys in the crowd be going, ha ha, ha ha, that's because the yellow team have just taken their defender off, so it's their fault that happened? Is that how it works? The thing is, if Martin Brundle and David Croft were commentating on this football game, okay, it would sound a little bit like this. Okay, it would be, oh, and he's through on goal. Oh, and the goalkeeper's injured. Oh, what jeopardy. Oh, the ball's out of play. The ball's out of play. The ball's out of play. What are we going to see now? What are we going to see now? Are we going to see a penalty to Reds? When is this game going to restart? What are the rules of this sport? What can you see, everybody? What can you see, everybody? Nobody knows the rules. What's going to happen now? Because that's what they do. They don't tell you that a Formula One race, once it is stopped, essentially, to deal with a safety incident, can only be restarted a certain way, having gone through a set of regulations to achieve the restart conditions. They don't tell you that. Hence, there's a strong proportion of Formula One fans that are brain dead. They've been lied to. They've been conditioned with false beliefs. They think they know something about the sport, and yet they're actually clueless. And why is that? Is because they've been conditioned by media to believe things to be a certain way when that is absolutely not true. Do you not think that's dangerous? Do you not think it's dangerous that people can be conditioned with false narratives to believe things to be a certain way and then go out into the world and argue it to be that way? Argue, conflict. But of course, don't believe me. I mean, this video will only get 20 likes, so therefore it can't be true, can it? It can't be true if it's only been seen by 1,000 people and only got 20 likes. The video seen by 108.7 million people that have all been lied to, that must be the one that's true, mustn't it? You know, and men of integrity, they don't exist unless they're white males of European heritage, do they?